Offered tonight on FlexPay, and that has been a big hit in the show tonight. So for sure, we'll show that to you once again in a little bit, but we're going to go right ahead and dive into our full presentation of our 3 centuries of silver dollars in our 3-coin set. This is at a price break. I think you kind of touched on this a little bit earlier as far as value.
I don't know what I was thinking here.
You mean as far as value and the savings that we're extending tonight?
I don't know why we would do this. $269 seems pretty reasonable to me.
$70 off.
You've got 3 centuries. Excuse me, I'm fighting a cold here. We've got a coin from the 1800s, a coin from the 1900s, and then a coin from the aughts, I'll call them, okay? So we have the 19th century, the 20th century, and the 21st century. So we have an each one, this is an ounce of pure silver, this is about an ounce of silver to about an ounce of silver. They are absolutely, positively, 100% original. As you can see, this coin, look at that beautiful original luster still on the coin, 1887. We've taken $70 off. Now, I have to explain something to you. The silver in this set has gone up almost 50% this year. So the intrinsic value has gone up 50%. It's not like the numismatic value is going anywhere. The Morgan silver dollar is the most popularly collected silver coin in the United States, a vintage, and the American silver eagle is the most popularly collected silver coin on the planet. So you got basically 3 ounces of silver here, a little bit less than that. And you have, and understand these coins are not reprinted or restruck or redone in any way, shape, or form. And while the eagle out here at $67, that might be a bit much for that. But this coin is like 100 in the nationally advertised catalog. Instead of $67, this coin's like 120 bucks. The peace dollar that you see down here is like $108 for that coin as well. And look at that coin. That's original. This is uncirculated. Look, that's an original uncirculated United States government issue peace dollar, 1922. So this is from the 1800s, the 1900s, and then the 2000s. All original uncirculated coins. You get the entire set in the presentation box as well for 167 bucks a coin. I'll tell you what. I've got about a couple hundred of these. We're just going to give you 5 quick minutes here. Silver dollars are so phenomenally difficult for us to get, and there's a couple of reasons for that. First of all, about 90% of all the Morgan and peace dollars ever made by the United States government have been melted down and destroyed for their silver. The United States government, as a matter of fact, melted, they melted 321 million of these in 1918 under what's called the Pittman Act, which at the time was about 40% of all the silver dollars ever made, the government melted down. Actually, they sent it to India. Help out England. That's a story for another day. And so few of these coins remain. And then, of course, you've got the silver component, and then you've got the fact that these aren't just any. Most of these, if your grandmother has them or they've passed them down, they're kind of old weathered and kind of, kind of have that real worn old look. These are original uncirculated coins as well. The other thing about it is, as silver has gotten more and more collectible and more desirable, which has certainly been happening out there. Silver's, like I said, has gone up 50% in the course of this year so far. The preferred way of collecting silver, and while you can get silver in bars or however it is, it has no intrinsic value. It has intrinsic value only and no numismatic value. The preferred way to do it, of course, is vintage American silver dollars. And there's the peace dollar from 1922, made to celebrate the end of World War I. If you see here, it says, "In God We Trust," and the trust has a V in it right there. V for victory was the motto of the United States government in World War I. And so they commemorated it in that, in that particular coin. And it's become amazingly, incredibly, and phenomenally popular. And then, of course, you have the American Silver Eagle that came into being in 1986 under the Liberty Coin Act, signed into law by President Ronald Reagan, and has become the most popularly collected silver coin in the world. And then, of course, the Morgan dollar and the peace dollar, people have hoarded these for years and years and years. They are a storehouse of value and a storehouse of history. What was happening in the United States in 1887 that this coin would have seen or been a part of, were it not an uncirculated coin, that you have? And so we've taken this whole thing and done a price break down to $199. It wasn't that long ago that these would virtually have melted for that. So in other words, silver has gotten as high in the last several years to $50 an ounce. But then you've got that numismatic value. As a matter of fact, let me take a look at this. We just have a couple of minutes here. They probably have an 1880. I know they have a 1922 in here. So let me see what a 1922, 1922 peace dollar in uncirculated condition, $108. The Morgan dollar in 1887, is that what it was? 1887 Philadelphia Mint, $114. 114, 108, 312, and then this one, we'll call that 50 bucks. So $362 value for $199.95 is what that's going to be. Each one comes in its own individual airtight holder. And as you can see right here, this beautiful blue velvet presentation box as well. So this spectacular standard bearer of value and history that we've not, and I don't know that I've aired this in this year, with this tremendous, incredible price break on it. It's just something I find to be just kind of an amazing opportunity.
I agree. I think it's the deepest discount in the entire 2-hour show.
Yeah, could be.
And then we also have the extended flex pay on this one. Busy on our phone lines on this one. Thank you so
Yes.
much for the traction on it. We have about 387 of these and about 134 people that are calling in. So we're going to prepare to wrap up our presentation on this in just seconds. If you'd like to own it, 317-323 is the item number. And we are moving on. We want to thank you so much for shopping with us. We certainly also recommend that you go online to hsn.com to shop the expanded assortment, but more to come in the show. And it's been a good night.
We only have 30 minutes left.